night. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. Crank it up.
Are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz to get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they start their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG satisfaction guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
Redline Motorsports Media can help you fulfill all of your motorsports industry photography and videography needs. Contact Redline Motorsports Media, where everything we do is driven by you.
Hurry up.
You still hear me okay?
Yeah, hurry.
I already did it.
And we're live now, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live on Pizza Racing TV here. We are here showcasing you today the hot talents of the 21 drivers here from Battle Motor Racing League as Gen 6 this is Gen 6 Cup Series end out season 11 here. We're taking a look at our starting lineup here. Michael will be with us in just a moment. On the pole though, in the 46 that'll be Dalton McKinney. Outside the number 4 it'll be Peyton Johnson. Rubber 2 in the 51 it'll be Jeffrey Vickery. The outside the 21 is Robert Kahn. Rubber 3 in the 95 is Robert 1. The outside in the 7 that is Sean Burke. Row 4 is the 33 Corey Stahl. The outside in the 3 is Jeffrey Radke. Row 5, the 99, it's Wally Babb. The outside in the 08 is Thomas Ridgway. Row number 6 is 98 Sean Long with the 13 of Hunter Hammer and Hansen. Row number 7 is piloted down there by 84 Matthew Harper. The outside in the 28 is Robert Hissong. Row 8 in the 10 is Jason Henry. The outside in the 27 is Corey Reed. Row 9, the 76 Mike Ryle. The outside in the 61 is Chris Schuessler. Row 10 is the 39 of William Ridgway. The outside in the 90 is Dennis Warrens. And they're on the outfield in the 5, the Throttle Chantel Bottle.
What a good field this has been, race fans, and what a season it has been as well. As once the pace car does pull into pit lane, it'll mean one more race to go at the conclusion of this race. And race fans, at Kansas, you are allowed to run down below the white line in the trial, boys. We are underway at Kansas.
Pit stall 80 is in session.
So Dalton McKinney on the pole tonight. Christian, what does that do for the current standings as we go into next week for the championship?
Well, right now the championship speaking wise, Robert Warrens is currently the guy everyone's trying to hunt down with currently Jeffrey Radke, the other one that is currently holding on position. So Warrens needs a huge day here, and he needs to hopefully put himself further enough ahead of Radke to have a shot at taking full control of his racing season and really full control of everything else he's got going on down there.
Indeed there. Oh no, looks like they're going 3 wide for a moment into turn 1 and 2.
A little bit of hack stacking, slacking them up, and really packing them up in the field here. Every driver right now just trying to get a piece of the pie, trying to get a little bit of an opportunity to strike big when they can. Like any lead them down early. Multi-group racing here there, Michael. They're going to have some lines to work with.
As you can on the high line, the low line, wherever there's grip, you'll find it. I prefer running the low to middle line. There's some guys that'll run the high line all night. Some guys that'll just run one line all night. I'll run wherever I can find grip.
Wherever you can find grip, where you kind of find some speed down there, and really that's kind of the maintaining of the pace, maintaining of the run. Honestly, I'm kind of more expecting of drivers to really kind of know and place themselves in a hotbed of positions, as well as trying to figure out how to stay away from trouble. I'm looking for more drivers to kind of take towards the bottom lane early, and then they start to kind of shift up the outside line as the tires start to spread out a bit and start to run down some rubber. We got to think too, this is day and night transitions here. The nighttime is going to result in some drivers having a little bit more trouble to kind of work around here. And again, we got to factor in one other factor, of course, the 550 horsepower package, which was made infamous, well not famous, more infamous here at Gainz Speedway from the first time it was ever introduced to, well, let's just say the last time it was really caught up in the racing world. Let's just say that.
Looks like you have everyone from. You're having a few guys pretty much in the back of the pack, all running single file at this point, passing when they can. But you'll see a lot of these guys up front running side by side, 2 by 2 still.
Okay, notice some sparks coming out of the cars too as well. That's just the shafts just laying down onto the track there, guys. Nothing to really worry about. It's just basically the cars just getting a little bit lower than the ground they were expecting. Little number change in the 88 of Robert Kahn as Kahn once again has swapped out his seat, and looks like he might have forgot to add a few paints in there.
As I just had a real good shot of the sparks coming off the 46 Adulta McKinney and his McDaniels machine.
Toss of the race lead. There's Peyton Johnson moves his way into position. The Celeratus Legal machine just taking full control. It looks like he's looking to try to take control of the case here, as he wants to move into place and move into position.
Looks like how Robert Kahn trying to do the same thing as well.
Yeah, Kahn right now looks like he's trying to lower the gravity of the center of the track and maybe trying to look for a little bit more speed and power to endure from. I'm not sure how much of that really is going to kind of maintain his distance, maintain his drive line there, but it's going to be really tricky to kind of keep yourself in the throttle at constant all times and still steering in the car. The problem with this package, again, is just the fact that you're going to have to literally pose a quick reflex and a very tight response in case you get yourself trapped in any mess. It's basically equivalent to the Speedway package, but really, in my opinion, it is absolutely horrendous to have to try to deal with that kind of pace and that speed. Granted, my opinion.
And Kansas is also one of those intermediate tracks too, race fans. It's not one of those speedways or super speedways, it's one of those intermediate speedways.
I think somebody once told me it's like the best cookie cutter of the bunch. And honestly, I'll agree with them. It is a very fun track to race on. It's a very challenging long-term run track to race with, especially when you got multiple angles to work with. It's really tough to kind of figure out what lane to go to and where to kind of drive off from.
But it's a decent track to be at in person, I can say from experience. It's fun to be if you're a NASCAR fan, but if you don't like just single file racing the whole time, then Kansas is not a track for you.
3 wide split there coming off from turn number 4 here. It looks like Thomas Ridgway 03 going a little bit to town there on the 33 stall, as well as 95 of Robert Warren. Robert trying to stay out of the mix there, trying to get himself a little bit further ahead right now. He does not want anything to do with all the mess and the madness there. I gotta believe a lot of frustrations are currently on his side of the bargain as he sees Racky ahead of him, and that could easily take him for a bit of a hard turn there in this championship hunt.
Does this also mean with Racky passing cars like this, the more positions Racky gains is more points that he can get on the night?
Well, the better you finish, the higher your point score is, and it goes kind of from a total from first down to 10. You get basically kind of the 1 point increments, so say like 20 to 19 to 18 to 17 until you get to the end. Then it kind of shortens out, and then it becomes a lot harder for those in the top 10 to get more points. Anything lower than that, well, then you're really hurting your case here. Racky well aware though that Warren's is jumping at his doorstep and his door panels. He'd love nothing more to take him down.
Let's see if it will happen, as 80 laps is the distance as we are getting ready to hit lap 14 out of 80. And one thing we did forget to mention too, Christian, was what is the stage break here tonight?
Stage break's gonna be on lap number 30 today, so that will be where the drivers have to get themselves dealt with and situated. I guarantee you though, beforehand they will be probably looking at getting pit stops made in to help them out.
Now, from what experience I've had on this track, in a truck at least, I was able to get 30 to 36 laps of fuel per run. But that was on a full tank. I don't know what the tank I set here maxed at.
I'm gonna presume probably about 30 or so, maybe 28, 29. That's what my guess is. I did not hop in the car to be able to find that out, to be honest.
I can give you a rough estimate real quick.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. He's gonna hop in the car for us here, folks. That's what he's talking about.
Hop in our Toyota Camry cutaway car. Looks like we'll be getting roughly around 61 laps of fuel.
61 laps of fuel?
From what I'm looking at, yeah, 9.4 gallons, 61 laps of fuel.
61 laps of fuel. Well, okay, guys. Well, you heard him. I'm kind of surprised they get that much. So really only got to do one pit stop and one tire change. That could be a difference maker here.
Yeah, it could. I'm kind of surprised too we're getting that much. You don't really think we'd be getting that much on a short track like this.
I do apologize up front as well to anyone that's hearing me and Michael and how different our voices are. Michael's got a better voice than I do right now. My voice is still kind of shot from being sick from last month, so I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Michael. I got someone ask me about that.
You're fine. I'm just getting over having one yesterday, but at least I'm able to talk clearly. But we're both slowly getting well. As we have Racky make a little contact with the wall, he's fine. He's able to keep it from being worse than what it was.
Yeah, he's got to be careful about that, though. One little tickle on that wall, and that's all it takes to screw up everything and just post yourself into a horrible position.
Yeah, it does, indeed.
Look at his onboard camera too here. Look at how close he's having to run that outside line there. He's literally inching in the entry and somehow still keeping it off the wall. Having to run it very similar to like how you would at Homestead Miami Speedway, but you can just see just from that draft side though alone, he's having a lot of trouble getting the car to kind of get more rev and a little more speed and kick up. As Corey Stahl doesn't seem to have that issue. Sneaks his way down the inside, got a little bit of run there on Warrens.
What about Darlington too?
Now, Darlington, you gotta kind of have to. Well, you gotta ride up by the wall, but you gotta be a little bit more clairvoyant there. You gotta be kind of, you gotta kind of edge into it a little bit more, kind of like roll the car off, and then get it right back tightened in as you run it back.
Well, race fans with 10 laps worth and seeing the stage break and let.
Wide bad, but the wall protection there off turn number 1. Twisted T Machine having a little bit of a get around there. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get himself out of it. Is back under player.
So we can say this: patience is key.
Yeah, patience is key. Your drive line is key. What your strategy is set to is extremely key. I mean, again, I don't think these drivers are going to run too hard early, obviously. They don't want to get themselves in a message, but I really kind of wonder how long they'll go before they had to get into pit road. It looks like Peyton Johnson are kind of showing that. Lap number 20 goes in. Robert Kahn, your new leader, Vickery, and them all in the playing field here.
So now, Robert Kahn being the new leader, where does it show Kahn right now currently in the point standings, to be honest, currently?
He's probably like bottom top 10, honestly. Yeah, that. He's a lot lower than around there than everyone else is, I'll tell you that much right now.
Oh, no chance Kahn has any chance for the championship this season.
I would say no, sir. I would say no. And like I said, the championship battle is between Radke and Robert Warrens, which Robert Warren's been in this position before. Radke has been in this position before with 2 other drivers. Warren last season, literally going head-to-head there with Jeff Oaks. The old Oak, unfortunately, has since retired from the league as he has split it, so a tough break there for him, and we sure wish him nothing but the best here for Pizza Racing TV.
But we do also like to say, next week, the championship will be determined So if I was Racky and Warren, I would tell you as many points as you can tonight, where next week you two can fight it out on the track.
Three whites, they're kind of packing up a bit there. Hansen, Warrens, and Long.
It is a three-way salute to the fans. That's what some people like to call it.
Well, I don't know if exactly they wanted to salute to the fans. I think they were just mainly just trying to get their feet underneath them, and instead just kind of put that little position to play.
You're there. The rattlesnake's trying to pull away a little bit, race fans, too. It is up to a 1.53 second up on victory.
Yeah, he'll try to get that lead off more and more as he goes, honestly. He's going to try to move as far as he can, as quick as he can here. I'm kind of surprised Peyton Johnson told the strategy that he did earlier. I think he's got something kind of up his sleeve here on, but I'm not really sure I agree with it all that much. Doubling back in now. Looks like Vickery going to pit road here, so another driver heading for pit road. As the rest of the field just kind of stays out.
Looks like they're trying to short pit it with what's going on with stage breaks coming up.
Could very well be, but honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they want to go like in this position, in this timing, dude, considering how fast all these guys are pushing their limits. Peyton Johnson, I think, probably was expecting some of them to short pit a little bit better, like Vickery did. William Ridgway, Sean Burke, Thomas Ridgway here still kind of holding themselves out on the bout as we see Vickery down there still in pit road. Con now to pit road, so the gates are opening. The floodgates are starting to open here.
As what I just heard, if I heard race controllers correctly, it sounds like they're closing pit line as we're coming to our, getting ready to come up to our stage break. So yes, it is confirmed. Race control just confirmed it. Pit lane is now closed for the remainder of the stage.
That might be the reason why Con, Johnson, and Vickery were thinking this then.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing they short pitted it, because what's going on, because then they'll have the fresher tires on the restart and have a better restart than everyone else. On 30 lap old tires.
Run your race and hope for the best. Right now, Ridgway, Hansen, and Burke all having a little go at here. Looks like to William Ridgway, a lot of problems at the 39 machine. He's slowing up tremendously here. Hunter Hansen just throws the hammer down. He is going flying, looking for that position, and Johnson not able to get ahead of him there in time. Gonna try to sneak his way down on the outside there this time by, as Hansen will lead them off. He's going to take stage break home.
And the yellow flag will fly here at Kansas. First caution of the night, and it comes on the stage break.
Hunter Hansen has win before on the asphalt side of things, but will he find a way to get himself a victory once again? Find out with us when we come back live here on Beats and Race TV. Battle of Metal Racing League Season 11 has been brought to you in part by our friends at the ButtKicker Company. Best in performance for feeling real tracks in the virtual world. The ButtKicker. Feel what you've been missing. By the Pit Stall Racing Series. With exciting action Mondays and Thursday nights, this is the best place to get your thrills at. By SimPanel. Making it real. By Threat Level Midnight Media. Media that's dynamite. It's Threat Level Midnight. By Gainz Fitness Inc. By FEGCustomPC.com. The only place to get the best PC specs and design done up your way. Visit us up at FEGCustomPC.com to learn more. By Lightning Wrapz. The most affordable designs made at your leisure. Lightning Wrapz is looking to bring you the best designs in your library. By Redline Motorsports Media. Everything we do is driven by you. And by Shriver Twisted Creations. Twisted mind, sweet design. When you need the best designs in your fleet of vehicles, there's only one brand name that many trust in. One that makes every car pop out from the rest of the field, and that is Lightning Wrapz. Be sure to check us out on Facebook at Lightning Wrapz to get yourself a vehicle unlike the rest. Lightning Wrapz, the most affordable designs made at your leisure.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they start their sim racing journey while I start trying over the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
Redline Motorsports Media can help you fulfill all of your motorsports industry photography and videography needs. Contact Redline Motorsports Media, where everything we do is driven by you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live here on P3 TV as the drivers now get situated out, ready to go for their next leg of the race here. Should be a tough one here as Robert Warrens and Wally Babb now have their way on the field.
Indeed there, Christian, as we did have the field long, it's actually about 32 laps of field they're getting, not 60. As we had a few guys run out of fuel entering pits. As we have our pace car pulling down the pit lane here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Let the pit stop 80 back underway.
Robert Warren's big jump there on the inside, taking full control there. Racky nowhere to go from that angle. And now Warren's putting himself in another position to gain valuable points over Jeff Racky, and he needs every bit of it right now, especially considering how tight the season in points is. One bad race ends this season right here. It doesn't matter if it's this week or it's next week. He needs to get ahead of Racky to survive and get a chance at the championship.
So if Racky does win the championship, it would put him as the only multi-championship of PTM Racing Heat on Pedal to the Metal Racing League, right?
I'm pretty sure Con and a few others got that beat. Even Chantel Powell's got a few on her end. I was talking there, you were talking there, really Ridgeway and Racky going head to head there, coming on turn number 2. Big smack in the back there as Ridgeway gets right in there with Racky.
Not to hurt Racky a little as he is down, as he's minus 3 spots. Now, as he's currently on 4th on the restart. As he's trying to go 3 wide into 3 and 4, let's see how that's going to hold up.
I'd say held up pretty good considering everything considered there. Hold their line down now. Right now, Warren's just having to try to fight off everyone in their way. And Bab now the next to challenge him.
But Warren's momentarily had a middle full of Racky, as he knows Racky's coming for him. With the red alien on his hood as well. Racky does have.
Racky obviously wants another championship added to his resume. Everybody's going to have a lot of work with. He's going to have to deal with. When you got guys like Jenny St. Henry just going straight down the middle there on the bottom lane. 3 wide now, going almost 4 deep. Yeah, almost was 4 deep there, coming down. They back it out, now slaring up.
I had to hold my breath coming out of the truck going into the trial because it looked like we about had some trouble.
Yeah, we almost did there. Corey Stahl, Chantel Bottle getting into a little bit off turn 2. Chantel able to save it. Stahl, great move and a drive off there from that. Bottle just getting right in there, unfortunately, with the 33. Both drivers able to stay clean and at least keep it from being a complete disaster. We're now halfway done.
And Racky starting to put a little pressure on Warren's right now. As Warren's does have a meal full of Racky going into 1 and 2. Coming out of 1 and 2 as well. Racky's right on his bumper.
I've got
and
to
I
have
don't
a
know.
feeling right now Racky does not want us to deal with Warren in front of him.
I know he doesn't either, but this is more than likely how the championship's going to come down next week at Phoenix, so make sure you tune in next week to see who does take it. If he keeps going hard at it already, they're going to burn up their tires faster than everyone else right now as well, because they're running hard for it right now. So this is a slight preview of what the championship's going to look like as Racky tried to do a little of a bump and run, but that doesn't how it works. As Racky also got pinned right on Warren with 39 right now as well.
I got a feeling right now Robert Warren is watching that mirror like the back of a hawk right now because honestly he is not letting anything out of his sights and he's literally just seeing his prey trying to take him down. He wants to be the aggressor. He wants to be the one that keeps everyone behind him, but defensive moves are only going to do so much when you're having to deal with someone on the bottom lane trying to shoot up. Racky's still pushing his limits there. He's trying to get ahead of that 95, but one wrong push and he's going to the back, and that's not something Racky needs right now, but neither does Warren's.
Well, these cars are easy to upset too if you try to bump draft them in the wrong area, wrong way, wrong place, wrong time. To the back you go.
Well, you get into a wreck one way or another, you're going to have to deal with that penalty because if you're the one that starts it, you're the one that caused it, and that's exactly what they're just trying to avoid. Got surprised by this positioning. Hunter Hansen and Chris Schuster not in their spot that they originally were playing at there. Schuster just kind of surprised, honestly. He seemed like he was doing okay there for a bit. Hansen obviously won this, got to the competition caution ahead of everybody. But it seems now, though, things have kind of shifted.
Trouble! I don't know if you're there, Christian, but I was trying to call it out. I think you were calling it out at the same time I was.
I'd say so. Let's go look at that replay. Yeah, safe to say this one got a little bit ugly. Let's take a look at the replay. Presented by Lightning Wrapz, ladies and gentlemen.
From what I saw, it looks like the 7 slid down on the 4, tried to overcorrected it, then lost his grip, and lost a little bit of his air, then around he went.
Hard to really tell.
What do you feel like happened there?
Well, that was kind of hard to tell on my angle there. It looked like a 39 came down on him at the same time Burke.
From what I can see on the camera, I had the default TV camera. Is what I saw, but I think to get a better idea of what happened, let's go inside the cockpit of the 7.
I don't think a 7's going to be our best bet. I mean, Ridgeway would probably be our best bet. Honestly, this is the one that was just a little bit closer. Look at the cockpit. You're not going to see much there with Burke. I'll try it though, just to see if we can get a better angle of it, but honestly, coming around that corner, it just does not look like Burke slid up as much as maybe Ridgeway came down, and they end up just going to a double decision. Well, Burke was stable there.
So was Ridgeway. It looks like he got a little loosey-goosey. Then from there, trouble ensued, and the big one happened at Kansas. Late at Kansas.
Yeah, that one is, to put it nicely, extremely hard to tell. I think we're going to throw it on the 39 here, because honestly it looks like he was the one that kind of came down in between. Although that is kind of a matter of statement than actual fact. I think that's going to go on the 39 for this one, though.
I kind of agree with you by looking at our chopper cam. It looks like they both tried sliding down.
Well, it doesn't look like Burke slid down, more like he just held his line, but he held his line in the position that should be for that corner. And then you see how Ridgeway was. Again, there was a little bit of net coating in there, but it looks like more than anything it was really on the 39, had the net coat not been involved.
Hey, like we say every week, it's our job to call as we see. So let race control do what they need to do. And that was our second caution of the day. Well, race fans, this is a good sight for Racky, as we had William Ridgeway go down to pit lane. So I bet Racky's happy to see that right now. What's your input on that, Christian?
I think Racky right now leading this one out is going to be kind of a bit of a semblance for him. He knows his positioning, he knows where he's at right now, he knows what he needs to do to try to lock this championship up. He's got one to his name. And now knowing Robert Warren's got a little bit of some ground to coverage, he's going to need every bit of it to survive, especially considering how tight this one is.
You guys also remember this too. Racky's on 17 lap old tires while Warren is going to be on fresh tires. You guys need to also take that in account too. So Warren's will have more speed than Racky in the long run, as Racky will have to pit one more time, as it looks like Warren's might not.
They're scoring Schuessler right now as your race leader. I'm not really sure why that is here, honestly, guys. I think that might be a time scoring-ish error there, but we'll see what the judges decide on that one. Race control right now currently working that in a bit.
Race fans, this is getting ready to be a fun one. Because we only have... It looks like we're going back green on lap 50. Which means it'll be a 30-lap shootout to the distance.
They still have not resolved the situation, it seems.
Do what?
Seems like they have not resolved the situation still.
Does not seem like it, no.
Maybe it might be time to get to a quick commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back as soon as we get things figured out here in Kansas.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
Welcome back live here, ladies and gentlemen. Here still a little bit of some issues down the track there. Looks like we finally got them resolved here.
Well, race fans, it's that time again. Time to go back racing at Kansas for the Pit Stall 80. And yellow out right away on the restart. Unknown what caused it, but we're back under yellow. Not even into turn one.
That might have been Schuster down there. Didn't quite see really what went wrong. It looks like it was Schuster on the initial restart. Didn't even go. Yeah, he just didn't even go.
You probably missed a shift or...
I'm not sure, but honestly, that was definitely not what he had planned or intended there. I'll say that much. Well, I think we'll just get another
And
way
here
around and start it.
comes Matt Mandaraki in the pit lane. Beautiful sight for Robert Warrens right now.
Honestly,
To see Racky headed to pit lane.
honestly, that restart was literally the about as bad for Schuster as it probably was the lowest scoring game for those Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders today. So.
Good one, Christian.
But nevertheless, feel gonna get figured out, and they're gonna have to deal with a lot more troubles here. But I mean, big thing right now, honestly, I'm just kind of thinking is, where do they kind of go from here at this point?
Indeed there.
For those that don't know, he's he's a big football fan like I am.
Yeah, but my team's a little bit different than what his team is.
Yeah, by a long shot. We're not even going there. I'm Packers, he's Patriots.
Who's sadly, unfortunately, been eliminated from playoff contention today.
Hey, that's your own guys' fault. You shouldn't. You had a great quarterback, and then all of a sudden you guys literally just went down to whatever you can find at this point. Meanwhile, we're still building up things, so I can't complain too much.
Well, it's also our head coach's fault, who's also the GM too. He only drafts what he needs, not what drafts what he wants, not what he knows he needs.
Well, I'll let you figure out that one.
It's that time again as he starts seeing the field get 2 by 2. But actually, Racky was able to stay out front on this pit cycle. It's going to be Racky, Bab, McKinney, and Hoffer and Corey Stahl, your top 5. As lights to go off on the pace cars are headed down the Kansas backstretch. About 10 miles out of Kansas City, Kansas.
Field down, back around to the restart zone here, and send him off down for the pit stall 80 restart zone. Back to the green, we send him through.
Indeed we do, Christian. You know what? Listen to the roar of those pedal to the metal Gen 6 engines. Racky slid up the track now with 3 wide going into 1 and 2. Out of 1 and 2 going down the back straightaway.
Racky trying to get a line earlier there on McKinney, but didn't quite get the pace that he was looking for. Now kind of throwing back a few pegs and a few stables here. Stahl, Bab, and all of them in the mix of it.
So right now, the man that's trying to catch Racky right now. I haven't seen him since he made his last pit stop. He's probably either stuck in the back or he has something going on. As Racky was able to run back Dalton McKinney and take back the lead. We got another battle again for the lead between Dalton McKinney and Racky again, as Racky slides way up the track into 3 and 4, almost makes contact with the wall. He's caught a glimpse, running 10th is Warrens. And that's a mistake right by Racky. He's too far up the track into 1 and 2. Made contact with the wall. That's going to slow him down a little bit and open the window for Robert Warrens.
That Ridgway, though, he's getting in another troublesome spot here. Thomas Ridgway has slammed right off the corner there, and a caution flying out. Good Lord, what a hit. Oh, that was a nasty, nasty, nasty hit. The whole car is just bent and destroyed there. Take another look at the replay.
Here comes the second big one at Talladega.
Ridgway and Kahn get into this time, surprisingly, and ensuing the wreck, and you can see everyone just trying to avoid it. Top 10, top 5 drivers even trying to get out of that as quick as possible, and there was just no escape. Oh, that's all. Yeah, that was all 0-3. Yeah, it was Thomas. Oh, look at the wheel just pop right off on that thing. You know, something cool though. God, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm drawing blanks here, guys. I was gonna say, Michael, one thing I did notice when I was running week 13 stuff. Actually, I was running those Pro 2 lights as I the Pro 2s, Pro 2 lights. I was running those over in Slinger Super Speedway's Figure 8 configuration, and I tell you, they finally got the fenders down a lot better, and they are starting to feel more like actual fenders. They actually get pushed in and actually get pumped around a little bit, so I'm hoping that they get the same treatment to the dirt league model soon enough.
I'm looking at it on Khan's in-car, and it looks like it might even have been on him, maybe even. As he slid down the track and made contact with Ridgeway. Flipped his right rear quarter panel.
I mean, the way it looked to me, it looked like that 0-3 just went straight up and got right into him there, honestly, from my point of view. So I think that's the way they're going to resolve it, too. That's where they're going to kind of keep it on that one there.
I just call it as we'll call it as we see it. Whereas we have Peyton Johnson, Chantel Pottle, and Dalton McKinney, your top five, it's Johnson, Pottle, McKinney, Ratke, and Stahl, your top five. On this next, and it looks like, and there's a few names they're not talked about yet really much tonight. Christian, what would you say?
I mean, right now, honestly, I'm thinking the way it's kind of looking, yeah, Johnson, Pottle, Reed, Mike Rideout, Jeffrey Vickery. I mean, you know those drivers are obviously going to be bad, fast, tough. They're going to be tough to take down. My question is will they be able to hold the lane and hold the spot down when they need to?
And you there, Christian? I guess we'll find out in about, what, 19 laps from now?
Roughly, yeah, right about there. We're getting close to it. The end is near for these drivers.
The end is near, as it looks, as we have 90 laps left in the season, Christian. Roughly 100 laps left in the season. As the laps wind down for the season, the points get closer, the racing gets more intense. And who is ready to see who's gonna win this at Kansas? Let's get ready to hear those engines roar yet again. Pit stall 80 back underway.
19 laps left to go now. It is go time for these drivers, especially for the championship
Pottle.
hunters in the top 5 seed.
Pottle and Johnson able to get a good restart together. But Johnson just able to barely just squeeze by Pottle, but Pottle's not laid out, as it looks like we have a little bit of trouble coming into the backstretch. They stay green, just like contact.
3 wide as McKinney throws himself into the playing field there. William Ridgeway getting a little bit too close there for Rideout. Clips him up. Johnson, Pottle, and Reed right now hard on the charge as every driver for themselves.
We have a 3-way salute in the trioval here as well, Christian. Oh, Johnson gets a little loose. He saves it. Pottle almost able to make a move. Johnson able to get a little loose, but it gives him a little bit more speed off the corner.
Timing and execution extremely critical here. Oh, Ratke even getting a huge hit there to the 46. And Kenny, I don't think he was expecting that, but Ratke trying to get away quickly. He does not want anything to do with Warren's back there if he can catch him, and he has time to build something up to if he wants to. He can try to catch back in there, but he needs a good little launch and a good little spot here, and does not need trouble. Ratke's got trouble. That was the one thing he did not need. And now he just found himself in it.
And what happened is I saw him get a little loose coming into the tribal too. Then he got loose again, shot right up the track going to do 1 and 2. Caution came out. Tough break for Ratke.
Yeah, William Ridgway actually just came right down on the 3, and that sparked that whole situation.
So I was wrong on judgment, or what would you say?
I mean,
Because we have to go look at it coming out of 3 and 4.
It was off of 4 is where the situation started. Now Ridgway.
No, Racky tried to overcorrect it.
Yeah, he did.
Racky
Ridgway come
shot up
down
and
too much.
spun.
Yep, he did. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, lap number 64. That's gonna fall on him. He's the one that started that caution, so that will stop them again.
That's what Racky not know, but that's what 95 of Ridgway want. Not Ridgway, but Robert Warren's wants to see right now. I know that for a fact, as this is becoming closer and closer to the championship race. On the restart, it's going to be McKinney, Pottle, Staw, Hoffer, and right out your top 5 on this restart. Race fans, don't go anywhere. We are still having some good racing for you, race fans. So sit down, relax, make some popcorn, and enjoy the last few laps here at Kansas. Oh, Christian, with the situation with Racky just now, as he was involved in that incident, what's that going to do for Robert Warren's in the championship standings right now?
Well, right now Racky's going to have a lot of problems here, having to figure out where to kind of place himself at now, because now he's going to have to try to get a better restart and have to get a jump start here. So Warren's, if he can get himself a little further ahead, he could literally take the points lead away.
But Warren has a chance to steal the championship here tonight.
Had some unexpected visitors come up down into the studio here a little bit. But nevertheless, fans, here we go now. Dalton McKinney, Chantal Bottle, Corey Stahl, Matthew Hoffer, Mike Ryder, top 5 in this one here going at it. I'll take the start on this one here, Michael, because currently 12 laps to go. This is where the fun begins, or where the challenge begins for the top 5 drivers, because again, they're after a championship prize in the top 5 sector, so first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, they all get a prize at the end of the season. They'd love nothing more than to take something of that home. The only way to do it is to keep finishing consistent and to keep going at it at the best level.
Indeed there, Christian.
So here we go now down to the restart zone, pit stall race series restart zone for the pit stall 80 back end in Kansas. Let's see where we finish.
Christian, I don't feel like we've done one of these in a while. What do you feel about a pedal to the metal moment of the race for one of the last times this season?
Well, you want to crank it up a little bit? Why not, race fans? Crank up one more time at least. Let's get it down and crank it loud. Boy, howdy there, Michael. Big jump there from Racky. Almost just literally taking full control of fresh sets and a fresh set of new tires. Looks like anything he had dealing with down there, looks like it just came back to haunt Robert Warrens. He's now in trouble.
I was just about to mention that as well, Christian. As the freshest set of tires, it normally always wins. As right now, we have a good battle between Chantel Pottle and Dalton McKinney. Oh, trouble! Racky involved again. I think Robert Warren was involved as well. Chantel Pottle, your race leader, as the caution came out.
Oh! Sean Berg literally destroyed right into that mess there. Got rammed right in. And yeah, you just called it right on the dot there. Warrens and Racky both in it. Problem is for Racky, that might be his second go, and that might be his second issue of the day, as the number 4 Payne Johnson absolutely destroyed. Credit where credit's due to the iRacing though, man. Nicely done on the graphics and the detail of these things. They really updated the damage model on this stuff, which gotta give them credit for that. But good lord, nasty, nasty, nasty hit. Now the race just completely opened up again. Who the heck is even gonna be able to finish this one is beyond me. Let's go to the replay again here and see what happened. And this one might get a little hairy here. Looks like it might have been with the 4 and the 3.
Well, that's what P2 Missing replay for, isn't it, Christian?
That it is indeed, and yeah, it was the 4 and the 3.
And as it goes, if race controllers can't decide, it goes on both, right?
That side goes on both.
That's what Racky does not want right now. And I think he also used his one and only fast repair on his last incident he was involved in as well, so that's pretty much going to be his race tonight, more than likely.
Honestly, I'm kind of looking at it, it's hard to tell, honestly. Racky looks like he did come down, though, on the 4. See here. That's tough. That one's tough.
On the replay, it looks like Warren's might have bumped him a little, so I think we might want to check out what happened on Warren's in-car if we get the time.
From my angle, that Warrens was nowhere near Racky or the 4 there. We'll take another look at it though, just to be safe. But from my angle that I saw, that was not the case. It looked like just a couple of them just getting right into it there. Let's see Warren's camera here. Let's see right here. Warrens gets in. Yeah, no, there was no contact. No, Robert Warrens was nowhere near him.
Well, that's going to be a tough break for both the drivers. For both of our championship contenders right now. As that might very well be Robert Warren's chance to steal the championship out from under Racky this race.
Racky is going to get back out there. Warrens is back out there. A fresh repair for Warrens. Racky, though, I think he still has damage. Yeah, he's got damage on the side of that car. I don't know if that fresh set of tires is going to do him any good.
But Racky, at least, is going to be able to at least stay out there and try to stay in front of Warren to try to keep his championship point lead. Alright, fans, after the looks of things, we might be going back racing with 5 to go, which means it'll be a 5-lap shootout more than likely. You know, a 5-lap or a 4-lap shootout to decide who's going to take this. And if Chantel Pottle pulls this off, how long has it been since Chantel Pottle's won a race in the league?
If I had to guess, it's been quite a time, honestly, for that matter.
So she's due for. So let's just say this: Chantel Pottle's due for a win due for another Pedal to the Metal Racing League win. Looks like she's in position to steal the race here tonight.
So right now, Peyton Johnson going in the back, Jeff Radke going to the back, and Radke trying to get all the damage he can get off of that thing. Warren's knows he's got a clean slate. That could be the difference maker here, guys.
And in the championship too, as we do only have one race left in the season. And give or take 105 laps left in the season as well. Because I just listened into the conversation with Chantel Pottle and 13 of Hunter Hansen, and he was asking if Chantel was able to be able, and he said to him, "Don't push me." So that's gonna be interesting to watch, I think, race fans.
I think honestly that's
And
just
race
a command not
fans,
to get pushed around. Let's hear go for it.
let's hear those engines roar again. Pit stall 80. Dalton McKinney, Chantel Pottle going after it, and Dalton McKinney able to get a good run on the restart.
Well, that was
Chantel
a
Pottle
push.
looks like she was some shit.
Well, that was a push, but I don't think it was intentional. I think it was really because she did not get the shift going.
McKinney and Khan able to pull away.
Flat back into position right now, and a lot of gain ground for the top 5 drivers here. Positioning is key, and it's going to really play a factor with McKinney, Khan, all of them trying to hold on.
As it's coming to
Hopper
3 to go.
in the wall, big problem there for him. That sends him back a little bit right now. That may just open the door for some other drivers to kind of kip in. Warrens needs some points here. He needs to get in that top 10 if he wants a chance at the championship hunt. Otherwise, he'll stay pretty much set with what he's been dealing with. And Radke, 2 laps to go here, Michael.
And he's there, and the next caution will take us to what you call green, white, checkers. And speaking of cautions, caution came out.
He just had to say something. Well, Corey Stahl getting into this one here. It looks like maybe it was Chris Schuessler as well. And Stahl, obviously, not a happy camper. Looked like Stahl just drifted right up there into the number 28. They're coming off that corner. See if we got another look at it here. Yeah, it just kind of drifted right up there and smacked that number 28. Unfortunately, Robert Hissong feeling the wrath of that one. So tough break there for him on lap number 79.
The next one that takes us to green light check attempt 1 out of 3. Will we need all 3? Will we need 1? We'll find out, won't we, Christian?
Mm-hmm. We certainly will.
You know, the speed star is going to be the Rattlesnake, McKinney, Warrens, Hansen, and Potto, your top 5 here on the restart. Well, Christian, I gotta say, so far this has been a fun Gen 6 season. What do you gotta say so far as we're getting ready to cap off our season next week?
Very happy with the way these drivers have handled themselves. Very competitive league, very competitive season. Again, good to see so many great action from these drivers. Always proud to, see how far the league has gone. I only wish nothing but the best for Pedal Metal Racing League, as well as all the leagues we've ever called for on PT Race TV. I hope they prosper and get better as they go. But I will say this, and you can call me a biased hypocrite all you want, but Pedal Metal Racing League will always be, in my opinion, the best, if not the greatest league you can get into for anyone that wants to just have a little fun, be in amateur racing to a little bit more on the higher racing side. The competition is there, the level of fun is there, the clean perspective and the overall control narratives that the admins are always trying to keep everyone in line, make sure they have a fair racing league and all that. It's far better than none. Honestly, you guys can't ask for anything better than that.
Indeed there, Christian. And I'm thinking about maybe doing double duty next season too, maybe.
Man, I could say good luck and have fun. That's all I'll tell you, buddy.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't know how that's going to work out yet.
It's a lot of work, I'll just say that much.
Well, I know it's going to be a lot of work. Hey, we can always have ideas, right?
Certainly can. Well,
race fans, we're about to find out who's going to win this race. Two laps of distance in overtime. Here at Kansas, lights up on the pace car.
Kenny, Bottle, Ridgeway, Bab, Henry, Rideout, all searching for top 5 positions here as they line down for green-white checkered. Robert Warren's going to try to keep Racky back behind him and try to get a couple more spots in to get some points. Green back out. Let's finish it out.
Let's finish out indeed. Let's see who's going to win. Are you going to see a new winner? Are you going to see a familiar winner? We'll find out in 2 laps.
Bunching up pretty quick back there, and right now everyone just trying to get some leverage, trying to get some control. Robert Warren's trying to stay out of that mess there. Wally was kind of pinching him up there a little bit. Robert Kahn trying to get there to McKinney as he deals with Hansen. Was the white flag charges up. Presented by the Pittsburgh Racing
White flag
Series.
in the air.
Down on the inside, Kahn drifting, almost lost it. Dennis trying to save it. Bottle kind of trapped in there. Robert Warren's now mixing it up. Needs to get out of that spot, especially right there. Huge hit. There goes Kahn, and there goes Radke. Radke has been wrecked. Robert Warren's managing to escape. Down to the finish line, they'll have a 3 and a 4. Dalton McKinney's going to take home 1 for his team, and Hansen coming up just a little short to the line.
What a race fans.
And now, yet again, another stage is set.
The stage is set. Next week at Phoenix, the championship.
Good Lord, what was that ending there, folks? Dalton McKinney managing just to keep ahead of it. Hunter Hammerin Hansen laying to his nickname Hammerin Man himself. Almost done the unthinkable there. I kind of counted him out for a second. I owe him a deep apology. He almost took that one away from McKinney. He was trying for everything he had, and it just came out a little short. Robert Warren's, though, with Racky ending up where he did, massive amount of points getting to Robert Warren's. He now has, I believe, the lead in the points, and now a chance to finally redeem himself and claim the one thing he's been after for so long.
I guess we'll give a points update next week or within a few minutes, won't we?
We're going to try to get in a few minutes here, but race fans, let's take a look at your sim panel race results. And it comes down to this. McKinney, the victor. Hansen, second. Third, Kahn. Robert Warren's going fourth. Jason Henry, fifth. Chantal Pottle, sixth. Seventh to Wally Babb, eighth to Mike Rideout. Ninth to Payne Johnson. 10th to Matthew Hoffert. That rounds out the top 10 as the rest of your finishers popped up on your screen. No time to waste here. We got some work to do, so let's get down and talk with our top 3 drivers here today. Boy, oh boy, he's going to have a field day with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Third place finisher, the Rattlesnake. Rubber Con going to take it home for third. And Con, good grief, dude. You look like you were going to get destroyed in that one, and somehow you managed to get away from every bit of it. Talk me through the ending, buddy.
Oh, glad to just finish that one. I think it was kind of hectic at the end, but overall good race, third place. I think it's the second, third place finish I got in a row, so can't complain too much.
Indeed there. So what were your thoughts as we were going into this green, white, checkered? Were you thinking they were going to have a few more, or what were your thoughts going in?
I wasn't sure. I mean, it was with this 550 package and these cars, it's so it's difficult because you can't get away from anyone and everyone's bunched up, so it makes it tough. But I mean, there was a big wreck at the end, but it was I was happy to finish under green, you know.
Indeed there.
And finish under green you did with the top 3. Who do you want to thank you for this one?
Appreciate you guys, PTM, everyone, all the sponsors involved.
Ladies and gentlemen, third place finisher today, the Rattlesnake, Robert Kahn. So Robert Kahn taking home a solid third today for him and his team. This guy right here, though, I don't even think he was really expecting to be in the podium time anytime soon. But Hammer and Hansen back again and finds his way to get the unlucky 13 to be the lucky 13. And Hansen, it looked like coming on the line there, good sir, you had something to do with maybe taking McKinney down, but just a little too short of the line. Talk me to the end of this one, man. Hansen got a line down there? It looks like he might be on quiet mode here, guys. So I guess we'll give him the old second place montage there, and congratulations to him. But now we have some work to do. Here is your first place finisher today, Dalton McKinney, now joining me here. And Dalton, whew, man, talk about having to just come away clean living there, good sir. Almost a bad break at the end there with everyone just getting too close and personal. Then you find a way to jump ahead before anyone can catch you. And then Hansen with the last-ditch effort. How were you able to hang on, buddy?
Yeah, I knew Hansen was really hungry. He wanted to win. And when he got to my inside there in 1 and 2, I thought I had made a bit of a mistake. I stayed just to his right rear just enough. And thankfully, he left me just enough room off of 2. That way I could use my momentum, get on past him. And then from there, I was able to use the inside to beat him back to the line. But, I mean, he could have wrecked us really easily there. It would have been hard for me to lift in that scenario. So shout out to him. And that was a lot of fun racing up front. I know there was a few wrecks in the back, but where I was at, it felt fairly clean. I see I was the only one with a 0X, but I felt like once we guys got to the top 3 to 5, they raced with a lot of respect, which I made it a lot of fun.
Indeed there, Dalton. Now, how are you planning on this race to go out with your intense battles, Chantel Pottle, before the last caution came out?
The restart with Chantel?
The second restart before we had our caution break for the caution that put us into overtime. How were you planning that to go out?
Yeah, I trying to just get out in front of them. I was on the outside line. That was where I wanted to be. I was able to pinch them down to the bottom, enough to where they couldn't really get any run off the corner. That was able to let me stay out front. So I feel like that was a big benefit for me on the last couple restarts, was just having the outside lane. It allowed me to control it a little better.
Control it a little bit better and control yourself to victory lane. Who do you want to thank you for that one today, sir?
Everyone at Threat Level, always fun racing with them guys. My girlfriend, Birdie Blooms, my cousin-in-law Joe, he watches. My painter, Johnny Williams, always has me looking good. And you guys for putting this broadcast on. Always fun to go back and check it out, and that helps me improve as a driver. So thank you guys for that, and yeah, look forward to finishing this out next week at Phoenix.
Certainly do indeed, Dalton. Congratulations for taking on home to victory lane, buddy.
Thank you.
Dalton McKinney, ladies and gentlemen, your winner today, and that'll all but do it for us today, your race fans. Big thank you to everyone for tuning on in, and Michael, one more to go, good sir, and we'll see you then, buddy.
Indeed there. As we get ready to go, as We say goodbye here from Kansas. We'll see you, the crown champion, next week in Phoenix.